Can we change the course of the Game of Thrones world in one lifetime? Today we're back to shatter another Game of Thrones scenario, but this time we're going fully random. We're going into the Crown Stag start. No custom character, just this guy and a bunch of murders. My name is Midgeman. Leave a like down below if you haven't already, and let's get right into it. Hello and welcome back to some Shattered World. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to shatter this world again, but first of all, before anything else, we're going to hit random character a couple of times. I'm going to close my eyes and just keep spamming this, and someone in the room with me, shout stop when you're ready. Stop! Okay, so I'm apparently playing as Lord Harrold of Wings Pass, Harrold Belgrave. Look at that fantastic moustache. And let's jump into the game. Okay, so the world is going to slowly start shattering before our very eyes. I'm going to let the game just do this for a moment. Look at all those titles suddenly getting destroyed. But today we're also doing it in the Crowned Stag start date. So it is Baratheon time. Targaryens are gone. And we'll see what we've got. So we are Lord Harrold Belgrave. We are a 27-year-old bisexual man. We're gregarious, lustful, wrathful, and astute intellectual. We're a knight and a trained fighter. We already have 2 children, which is interesting. Bethany Belgrave and son Giles Belgrave. We also have a wife. Her name is Visenya Gaunt. Oh, one of the Gaunts. Hello. Might be able to do something there if Victor Gaunt goes bye-bye. And we are quite nicely placed right next to King's Landing. Although that could also be a problem. Being this close to King's Landing, next to Bobby B himself, this could cause us some issues. We gotta see what happens. Also, we only have domain holding. We have a domain holding of 2. The other thing that I've done differently this time is I've removed CB cost, mainly because I want to see chaos and wars. So let's get on. We're going to want to start off. The thing is, I'm looking at this and going, we're not a good fighter. I think we're going to have to just hope that we can get some good knights as marshals. I think I'm going to go Intrigue lifestyle. I think I'm going to go Intrigue lifestyle and try and focus my family victories in other ways, in that kind of Peter Baelish kind of way. I'm also going to start off by seducing my wife. Come here, my love. Come hither. And let's see what else we've got in terms of Faith of the 7. Let's go the Crone, maybe. Or do we go the Stranger? Initial hostile scheme success chance plus 5%. I think I'm going to go for the Stranger. And we are going to want to get ourselves some men-at-arms right off the bat. We can, so we're Crownlander, so we can get Dusk Spears and we can get Royal Crossbowmen. Other than that, we can't really get much. Maybe I wait a couple of ticks, try and get myself some Dusk Spears. What do they compare to actual pikemen? A little bit more defense, tiniest bit of pursuit. I think I would rather get Royal Crossbows. Okay, we're going to wait up for this 1 gold tick and continue on. Okay, everyone appreciates a gift. Ooh, what am I going to get my wife? Let's get some poetry commissioned. And just because I didn't mention it earlier and I don't know what I'm doing for an intro with this, we are only going to be playing one lifetime. We have this one character, Harrold Belgrave's lifetime, to set our family on the path of victory. That's what we've got. And I'm looking at local kingdoms and what we can make. So we are directly a part of King's Landing. So we need to try and shoot for the Kingdom of the Blackwater. Which also means we're going to be fighting against Bobby B. Or we're not. We're going to have to ally him, perhaps. I wonder if we can manage to get that going. Maybe what if I offer a grand wedding? Okay, she's under John Aaron. Also, love that. Is that that's the Vale courtroom? That looks so good. What if I start... So do I have to sway John Aaron? I'm going to go for organized schemes over here with my Castellan. I'll try and get max personal schemes increased and then sign my aunt into support schemes. I want you to find knights. We're going to need knights. My uncle, can I marry you off to anyone to get a good alliance? Alliance power, who we can get? City of L Steps, Waxing Bend. It's all Bravossi, really. Lushton, it's in the Riverlands. You're a Lannet, so you have a claim on Starpike. It could be interesting. Honestly, I might just go for this Bravossi for that alliance power. Yeah, for that alliance power and to deter the Baratheons a little bit. I think the Baratheons' power is mostly coming to... Oh no, it's not even because of alliances. Oh, that's real rough. That's going to be real scary. So we can try and ally the Gaunts here, the Gauntlet. They're right next to us. They have a bit more power. I think we do that. I think we negotiate the alliance there. Don't have any Casus Belli yet. Let's try and get some. I love just looking at this shattered world map. Okay, so me and my wife are now bonded in marriage and in our loins, I guess. We are lovers. I'm wondering if I can get Jon Arryn to take some of my kids as a ward, and if it will increase our relation enough. No, that didn't work. Can also get the Longwaters on side, because we're apparently cousins. On our mother's side, we're cousins. 28 reasons. Commander promoted. Yeah, I'll take that guy. He is a giant and has good prowess. I think I'm going to just have to try and sway Jon. And also, I wonder if I can start cleaning some stuff up. What happened with Dragonstone? Dragonstone was taken by Robbie. Bobby B somehow has Dragonstone. Okay, so he's already a force to be reckoned with. I get it. I understand. Okay, so we've gained our first Casus Belli. Gonna cost. Yeah, I'm gonna take the economic hit, get the Casus Belli, and then try and move on. I also wonder if I can get a decent murder scheme going, but everyone refuses because they're terrified of Lord Osmond. Interesting. Okay, so I have a daughter, and this is going to be named after one of my channel members from the channel members names list, which is being pulled out. We're going to have Ridley for this daughter. There we go. May you grow strong and wise. I wonder how she'll do in this, how she'll fare in this A Game of Thrones that's unfolding. Not much is happening yet. Okay, so we're going to go for the war against Lord Osmond here. It should be a fairly quick and easy contest. He hasn't even been able to raise his troops, and we should just be able to siege this. Stannis, what happened to Bobby B? Bobby B was just killed. Was accidentally killed by Lord Edric Silveraxe of Fellwood in a tournament duel. Bobby B died. Oh, that changes so much. I'm trying to fabricate a hook on old Jon Arryn, and I don't think it's going to work, but I'll try. Try my darndest. Stannis still has a ridiculous amount of troops. The levies in King's Landing alone is scary. Okay, there we go. First war complete. We're already putting our family in decent standing. Okay, I offered my son as the squire of Jon, and that was enough. Just enough to get a stone as a betrothal. So I'm going to set that up, and then I'm going to begin work on dealing with the Baratheon line, because if I look at the lot, who's in line for the High Lordship? Oh, it goes to the Estamonts first? Oh, really? Did she not get a claim? Is she not a claimant? Boo. Bobby B didn't live long enough that she became a claimant. Wait, what happened to... Oh, Cersei's now been married off to Sir Oswald Cave, a lazy, craven man. Enjoy that one, Cersei. Oh no, I'm playing medieval Tinder. Give me a moment. Lord Aelia, no thanks. Left. Swipe left. Ooh, Lord Cleos. No, he's lazy. Swipe left. Craven, swipe left. She's got cool scars. Put her in the... Oh no, she was Craven. Lady Bessa. Ooh, a Florent. Right. They're all worthy of my poetry. Your luscious locks are wings on which I ascend to heaven. I would be blessed if I could feel your lips touch mine. That I may know the warmth of your embrace, please be the Eleanor to my Durin. She responded. I don't need these Jon Arryn schemes now, so start a seduction. Right. We want familial survival, so all the women in our family need to try and be matrilineally married off. There's a Frey, there's a Macy. Macy's Hook. Ooh, I think I might go for Wallace Macy here. I mean, I could try and get Sir Garmon Frey. The problem with Garmon Frey is there's a lot of Freys to get through before he gets to the throne of the twins, whereas the Macys only need to get through one guy. So let's get a matrilineal marriage going there. We're going to put Sir John Macy on the hit list, perhaps. Also, we're trying to murder Lord Lewis here to kind of break up an alliance chain. Then hopefully we can go to war again. Right, let's try. Seize the moment. Okay, he's dead. That's really broken up that alliance chain, which means in 5 months I should be able to declare war. Grand. Okay, let's go for this war. Hopefully do this without calling in allies. We should be okay. We do have a plague incoming. Let's also make sure these children are getting educated. Do I break this betrothal? I spent so much time trying to get this betrothal, but she's not a claimant. Lord Stannis the Maelstrom. That's a cool name. So there's only one claimant, and that's Arnel Baratheon. No, he'll keep that marriage. Oh, he just disinherited himself. Oh, well, I'm glad I married my daughter off matrilineally. So I think she'll be taking over. Also, I'm not sure what's happening here with this war, but apparently some things are. All right, that's one Macy down. Remind me to get some siege equipment. That right there is Darkwater Keep taken. Now we just need to work off some debt. There we go. Murdered another Macy. Now I need to go for this guy's son. Auto invite the agents. Boom. Do love surprises. Oh, I have a pet cat. We're calling him George. Of course. What a great name. Now let's get our final Macy dead. It's 100% on this war. There we go. The death of Lord Marek Macy. Must have been something he ate. Now my spy master is gone because she is now the lady of Macy's Hook. I need some better spies. All right, let's see if I can get an arrangement going for my next daughter. Anyone with any claims? No one I can see yet. We'll wait for a bit, and boom, we can become the High Lord of Blackwater Rush. Okay, so this is going to be a test for both me as an editor, because I have an AC on today and it's hot, and to see how bad it is in the edit, but also a test to see what the hell's going on, because I actually haven't done a review yet of where everything is, because we've had some nations form up, plus we're getting a little bit old. Sunspear, Doran Martell, the White Spear, has formed the first kingdom on the map from what I can tell. As always, the Starks are doing pretty good, with Eddard looking pretty snazzy up here. Fun one, though. Jaime Lannister is in charge of Castle Rock because, apparently, Tywin Lannister died of a broken heart. Apparently, of the loss of his wife. Interesting. The strongest faction in the Westland seems to be the Silverhills, the Red Peacock. The House Serret is rising on up. No really big nations over in Essos, but we do have Nest Ridge forming up. The Conningtons seem to be taking over the Stormlands. But we do have House Will as well over here in Dawn, Sword / the Marcher region. Outside of that, pretty normal looking. Skagos is all under one guy as well, though. House Crowl is doing well. And of course, we still have Stannis to deal with. Outside of that, we are 41. I'm trying to make plays via murderization. We do now have a House Belgrave kid. Jacelyn here. Can I get rename this character? We're going to rename Jacelyn to one of our wonderful YouTube members. If I had a list in front of me, I'd be doing it live. This is Lionheart. Much better name. Lionheart Belgrave. Yeah, so I'm securing some regions for my family. I'm going to try and do it through murders. I'm going to see who else we can get our family married into. You have a claim on the Lordship of Appleton. Where are you in line? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is quite a way. I'll have a think about that one. I've got a limited amount of time after all. Oh, I've just had an interesting question of succession come up. The realm is held together by tradition and trust. I've just had a son born called Benethan Belgrave, but I do have an older daughter whomst I trust. Interesting. What do I think is going to be better for the dynasty? Considering my age, I think my daughter's going to be remaining my heir. Although, can I afford the... No, I think I can't deny my son his birthright. And Benethan, you're going to be Anto, another member. There we go. So I think my daughter Ridley here, I'm going to marry to Sir Orton Potter, because he is second in line for the Lordship of Richglade, and we'll make him, first in line. And get some family members down here in the Reach. That's my idea anyway. Start another murder scheme. Also, one of our kids is married into the Onwards, however, I've got a long ways to go before I can get that going well, so yeah. Oh no, my oldest daughter just died. She fell off a mountain. And also my son Lionheart died of consumption. Grandson Lionheart died of consumption. That means Macy's Hook is gonna fall out of our family unless we do something about that. We'll have to think. I've murdered so many of this man's children and grandchildren that he's about to have a heart attack. I just wanted to highlight that. Right, we're going to be declaring war on Hayford here. We're trying to get ourselves a second duchy to try and form a kingdom level title. We need one more province for the kingdom level title, so we're going to take out Blackstripe. Okay, I've set most of my daughters up in places where their kids will then inherit and will spread our dynasty quite far across the map. I now need to weaken Stannis. So I'm going to start trying to murder Stannis's kids and see what I can do here. So I think I need to redouble my guards because people are trying to murder me. Prince Stannis is captain of the household guard will join. This is going to be delightful. Oh, I can get Varys in as well because he's one of my spies. I just bought him as a spy and oh, look at that. Perfect. And we can become the king of the Blackwater. Very nice. Let's design up our court. Oh, there's another dead Baratheon and I am just going to start gobbling up the Blackwater just a little bit. One of the things I could do as well is grab this person's, one of my rivals trying to kill me. Start cleaning up the claw and try and get my family land over there. Oh well. Little by little, just going to take some land. My son has come of age. It turned out, meh, he'll be leading the family, so we'll see. What I might have done is just set my family to be in a massive civil war for all time because they've all got power. Might make it fun. I'm going to try abducting Stannis' daughter. Gonna work. Yeah, this is going to work. Right, we've captured the Baratheon girl. I'm going to recruit her to court. I had to kill her husband that suddenly appeared. And we're going to see if now that she's in my court, I can arrange... I can. Oh, she's now married to my son. Yes, this is a masterful plan. And now we get her in line for the High Lordship of Dragonside. We'll try and kill Stannis. Oh, we got him. Stannis the Menace, the Maelstrom is dead. And his daughter, married to my son, is on the throne. Let us make sure that we get ourselves an alliance if we can. I mean, I've murdered her family, so she's probably not very happy with me. Maybe not. Oh well. I have the chance to do something really cool here. Look at this. Look at this. Shipbreaker Bay started forming up. We might have a chance. Oh, I gained the nickname The Butcher. I kind of like that. That works for the amount of people I've murdered. My son's kidnapped wife and forced married Lara. Oh god, that's a horrible sentence. Is now the queen of Shipbreakers Bay. So you can thank me later, Lara. Once you get over all the trauma. Oh no, my wife died. I'm a soldier on without her. I wonder if it'll allow me. Nope, I'm widowed. Damn. Can't marry. I was hoping I could pop out some more kids just before I died. I'm prisoner in my own body. Looks like I'm finally infirm. I think we're heading for the viewing observer portion of this video. Oh no, my daughter, Princess Ridley the Souse Belgrave died. She died from stress as a drunkard, irritable, and a lunatic. But she managed to pop out 5 children and her line is pretty darn safe. She was the one down in Richdale, down in the Reach. So they're going to be the Reach family. I don't know that they're going to do very well. Oh, what happened to the Macy's? Macy side of things, vassals now under Sweetmont. Okay. Oh, Queen Lara just died from disease. She died of pox, which means our grandson is now in charge of Shipbreakers Bay. That's very good because that is our heir. Already begun combining the realm. I will be dead within a year. And there we have it. Okay, so King Anto is going to be taking over and we are going to be going into observer mode now. So here we are in observer mode. Let's go over. This realm actually formed up a lot more, which is what I wanted to see. And I think the Casus Belli cost helped with that. Winterfell going strong. Now under King Rob, Prince Stone Eddard Stark. What happened to the succession here? Was he forced to... Eddard Stark destroyed Winterfell and then remade, and Rob remade it. Okay. So Winterfell's up there. We have a rune stone under King Andar Royce. Very, very nice. We have the claw under Daron Southguard. Now, his heir is actually matrilineally betrothed to one of my family. We have the hook, which is formed up under the Sweets. Rainwood, we now have the Conningtons. We know about Shipbreakers Bay. Sunspear under House Tyrell, as in Marjorie Tyrell, as in Willis managed to marry Anrianne Nymeris Martell and she ended up in charge. So, yep, Tyrells are in charge. Old Town dominating the majority of the Reach. However, we have House Dunn and House Redwyn forming up, plus Golden Grove over here. House Rowan doing a nice job. Cockles Went, again, Cockles Went were big last time. Woodbine also looking pretty big right on the Blackwater border. Craighall was formed up by the Serets of Silverhill. Then we have the Banefort, which is actually under House Westerling. It's the Kingdom of the Banefort, but it's under the Westerlings. Stamir being run by the Marbrands. And then we have the Kingdom of Blackwood Vale in the Riverlands, which is being run by House Broom. The Mountain and the Vale is the Arryns, so the Arryns did manage to take control there. Then we have some other interesting characters to keep an eye on. The Dondarrions, for example, House Will, and yeah, nothing really going on. Oh, no, Feanor over here. There is a king over in Myr, but that's about it. So we're going to wind on and we're going to see what happens. Our first observation is our inheritance of the claw is already gone awry, because apparently the sterile man married to his sterile wife somehow had a kid. Oh no, sorry, that's not a sterile wife, that's a sterile regent. The wife is lustful, so that is offsetting it a little bit. It's annoying. Damn. Okay, one failed attempt to get another kingdom under our family has failed. Ooh, apparently King Anto is joining the attack on the Rainwoods. Also, the Belgrave dynasty, 51 members. Did well to grow that dynasty quite a bit. Steading. Got quite the little family going on down here in Sunspear. Seems like the tour just broke out of Sunspear. Oh, Sunspear had a realm split after Gisela Tyrell was murdered. Oh yeah, that's something we should have looked at. Yes, 34 character kills. Most of them Baratheons and Yonwoods. But 34 old Harrold the Butcher got. Lord Anto just won a defensive war against the Cerrits who attacked. Luckily his alliance chain is big enough that it didn't matter. But now he's defending against... Oh, he's helping an ally in the Vale against Runestone. Also, that is a major plague outbreak. Let me see if I can see what this plague is called. The Reaper's Will. Oof. Big old plague. It's the year 350. It looks like Anto's still alive and kicking, so is his son. I was just taking a look at the Belgraves. If we look at living members, and we've sorted them by rank, got a couple of dukes, 2 kings, looking pretty good. However, the realm is really growing in terms of, if you look at the dynasty map mode, there's House Drum doing really well. The Oldwick, Kingdom of Oldwick, really eating into both the Riverlands and the north. Or no, this is all the north, isn't it? Because this is the neck here. Yeah, but either way, very interesting. I really like Blackwood Vale's growth as well. It's almost Scotland shaped. King Anto Longsword is currently in poor health, mainly because he's a drunkard and infirm. But I really like that name. He's doing really well. He's in so many offensive and defensive wars. Sorry, Kingdom of the Hook. Oh, it went to Aelin. Okay, so this is something I was kind of keeping quiet about. The Sweet's son was married into our family, but they both died early. One was slain in battle. The other one died of heart failure. So now we have 3 kingdoms in the family. Very exciting. His heir, however, is of House Sweet. So this little boy needs to live well. Oh, I was about to say, is Anto about to die? He was on near death, but now he's back up to poor. We shall see. I'm going heartache. Burned. This man was burned as well. He's infirm. He's an infirm, burnt drunkard. I don't think Anto's going to be long for this world, but it's very interesting. His son, Lukos, is going to be taking over the dual kingdoms, and this will be really, I think, where the power gets cemented. There it happened. Anto just died right before our eyes. Died from his wounds, and now we have Shipbreakers Bay, the 3 kingdoms of Blackwater, the Gullet, and Shipbreakers Bay. I want to see where they put the capital as well. Are they going to move it to King's Landing? I hope they are. Elsewhere on the map, we have Golden Grove still growing nicely. The Rowans doing well. Florence are in charge of Old Town. Sunspear seems to be kind of reforming. Connington's still in the Rainwood. East March, the Dondarrions really sneaking on out. God's Eye was under the Freys, but now this is a cadet Frey house, which is very interesting. Blackwood Vale really started to march on the north, and they're heading towards Winterfell. Then we have the Red Fork, the House of Perrin, Strongson, House Morris, and the Arryns also doing well. Runestone hasn't really changed, although it might be about to go to House Waynwood rather than the Royces because of that marriage there. Oh no, that is matrilineal. Ignore me. I'm lying. Sadly, our house down here in the south, the Belgraves have married into the Bulwers, and the Bulwers are the heir. Sadly, it was all women down here from this line of our house, meaning it's probably going to die out. So it's just here in the Stormlands and the Crownlands that we're going to be looking for our family. Just looking up here in the north, Maren Stark is now in charge. Looking at that, Yeah, he got it from Rob. Rob's oldest son, however, is Prince Desmond the Affable. Apparently gained Iron Wrath, which is independent. I'm not sure what happened there, but either way, rip House Forrester. What's going on beyond the wall? Kind of just looks normal. It's just very beyond the wall-y. There's a Celtigar on the wall right now as well, though. Storm King Lucas is now 42. His heir's a woman, however. Oh, this could be bad. His son died. All of his sons have died. Oh, wow. That's not good. Okay, he had a son. They had a son. They had two sons, actually. Twins. Humphrey and Anto. Also, here, one of his middle daughters is married into the Hook to keep the family in line. That's going to be some inbreeding going on there, but it's a little bit fine. They're fine. I'm wondering if the family will be able to form up the kingdom properly. It's 378, and I needed to cut in because the drums have formed the first Empire level title. The Empire of the Iron Isles now exists. That's really cool. I think everything else is a kingdom. Yeah, looking at it, the Kingdom of the Banefort, everything's kingdom. I thought we might get there with Belgrave, but they didn't. It is 100% the Iron Isles that are. Probably the next closest would have been Old Town or Sunspear before the Sunspear collapsed, but still very, very cool. Eastmarch Dondarrions are like fully cutting their way into Dawn now. I'm very excited to see what happens. Whoa, hold up. King Aelin was just killed? Was he murdered? There's no slain in battle. Who's the Hook at war with? They're not. Either way, King Maliard is now on the throne, another child ruler. The Hook has not had much luck in terms of holding on to its rulers. If Lucas gets his act together, marries Anto to Aelys here, it could be a good chance to unify the realm. Very good chance. Scratch that, there is a huge plague going through. Malar just died from spotted fever. His sister is now in charge. She was betrothed to one of our house who then just died of spotted fever. Now she's matrilineally betrothed to Maekar Velaryon, which is really cool. Anto's married a Hurston. I'm not sure where this house comes from. Lancewood, up in the Riverlands. Okay, interesting. I really hope Aelys doesn't die. Otherwise, it's going to go back to House Sweet, which is real unfortunate for our dynasty. Hopefully, she's lustful, so she might be able to get that Velaryon. No, he's chased. I just looked into King Lucas's inventory because he was wearing Robert's armor. He's also got Swan Song and Dancer and the Crown of the Crowned Stag. Oh, and Robert's Warhammer in his inventory. That's quite funny. Crown of the Faith, Crown of the Andals. Got very interesting inventory. I had none of this, by the way. So he gained that from Shipbreaker's Bay. Okay. The Hook is okay right now. I was a little worried. Oh no, Prince Anto is ill. This is, honestly, that's so bad. Do you want to know why? Because his twin brother is a Septon. No, a Maester. So he's down to one kid again. Oh, please don't go to the female side of the family. That's going to be so crazy. Apparently, King Lucas at 71 is now betrothed to a 14-year-old. I'm going to do that again because I think I cut that out. Apparently, Lord Lucas is, well, he's 71, but he's now betrothed to a 15-year-old Serret girl. That poor girl. Ooh, it seems Rainwood is going to beat Queen Aelys. We're going to lose a chunk of the Hook from the family. That's unfortunate. It's the year 400. The family just lost a big bit of land to the Rainwoods. Lucas is still going at 77, but he's on the cusp of dying. He's infirm and melancholic. He is melancholy. Old Town really growing. The Florence doing super well. Now bordering a formed up Tabor Sunspear. The Stranger's Gift Guide. That's ooh. Crake Hall still being an absolute snake hole. Banefort looking to get the north of the west. Blackwood Vale still chunking in the middle. God's Eye looked like it just grew there with the weird Frey house. House Arryn looking pretty strong. Runestone losing a bit of land. Winterfell doing okay. I do also House Kingsblood up here in the great clans of the Louse Lands. And then the Iron Isles under House Drum looking pretty good. It's just our region really that hasn't formed up. Also Cockles went. Yep. It's year 404 not found, and King Anto is now on the throne. That should secure an alliance as well with the Hook, which should stop things like Rainwood taking advantage. So hopefully we see some land retaken over here, perhaps. God, I want these houses to form up so badly. The new Storm King Anto looking pretty disfigured. He's got that Baldwin the Fourth thing going on now, apparently. Okay, it's time. The final update is here. The family did form the Kingdom of the Blackwater Bay. We do have a King Simon the Bellkeeper here. Interesting, as the leader. I think we must have had some sort of familial civil war, or maybe even just some inheritance going on, because some of the hook has gone over to Blackwater Bay, although I think they could be subjugated now. I'd have to go in and check. Something I really want to show off as well. The spouse currently is Queen Alysanne Tarbor of Dawn, the Kingdom of Dawn. So her brother is currently Peramore the Longsword of Tarbor, House Tarbor of Dawn. Which means there are going to be Belgraves that will have probably an inherited claim on Dawn if the mother's gets pressed. No, it is pressed. So that will be inherited. That's really cool. Old Town, the Florence, still going strong. Arbor just doing their own thing. Unfortunately, the Conningtons still have that huge chunk of land from our family. Boo-hoo. But the God's Eye, Joseph Frey is possibly about to lose his dynasty's holdings here. Banefort still under the Westerlings. The Iron Islands still running on House Drum. Winterfell still under the Starks. There's now House Wells in charge of Blackwood Vale. It's a cadet dynasty of the House Wells, but it's made from, what was it? The Bloom? Is that House Bloom? House Broom and House Wells. It's been like that for a couple of generations, actually. That's interesting. Arryn's up. Okay. Arryn's are still going. Morris. Runestone is still under the Royces. And let's just take a look at our dynasty, because I believe, yeah, there's a lot of cadet houses now. I like Wolf. That's a nice symbol, that one. Who's that? Eldridge as well. Shipbreakers Bay also got a cadet dynasty within us. That's really cool. Oh, and is that the Duskendale? Are you just in Duskendale? Is that your thing? Yeah, you are in Duskendale. That's really cool. Either way, I think this was a very, very successful one. We are starting to see some kingdoms in Essos, but they were really slow to grow. However, the Seven Kingdoms, Westeros, looking pretty solid. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this one. I've got a cool idea for the next time I do this, so stick around for that. Until then, I've been Midgeman. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Bye bye now.